It's time for Coffee on the Coast. Good afternoon and welcome to Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host this afternoon, Tina Prigge. I am delighted to welcome to our show Brian Ingram. Now we're having a little bit of technical difficulties due to some weak Wi-Fi, but Brian, we're so excited to have you on the show because we're going to be talking about an event that you're co-hosting with Lakeshores United Visionaries, and it's the Juneteenth celebration here in Manitowoc. First of all, welcome to the show, Brian.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So Juneteenth, I know that Juneteenth has recently been made a federal holiday, which is awesome, and that for a long time it has traditionally been celebrated on June 19th. Tell us a little bit more about what to expect for the Juneteenth celebration here in Manitowoc.
Okay, so this will be Manitowoc's third annual Juneteenth event, and as for every year, I try to have it real open for the community, and as far as like a lot of family orientated activities. So this year, as far as the past years, we will have the bounce houses, the face painting for the children. We will have softball games, kickball games, a basketball tournament. We'll have a live DJ. We'll have a lot of vendors as far as we have a few food vendors, a few dessert vendors, some apparel vendors. So it's turning out real big. And then we have a lot of sponsorship tables will be there. So Purveyor will be there, Holy Family will be there. Of course, Lakeshore United Visionaries will be there. I believe the Big Brothers and Big Sisters will be there too, and also some other local organizations.
Okay, oh, that's awesome. I'm going to put up a graphic. So the Juneteenth celebration here in Manitowoc is going to be June 19th, and it's going to be at Citizen Park from noon to 6 p.m. Noon to 6 p.m. And what Brian was just telling us is that there's food, drinks, music, games, face painting, bounce houses. So, Brian, is there any kind of an admission fee that people have to pay to attend, or is it an open event?
It's an open event. I'm proud to say that this is the third year that it will be an open event. I started off small. Last year got a little bigger, and then this year with the sponsorship that I have that we was provided with this year, the event has grown tremendously larger than what I ever expected. But no matter how big the event, every year I'm a part of it, it'll always be free.
That is fantastic. And so you're co-hosting this along with Lakeshores United Visionaries. Did I hear the story that you guys started off planning your own events and then came together to host an event?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. The year before we decided to collaborate, I did an event at Red Arrow Park, and they did an event at Washington Park. And then once I seen the event that they was doing, it inspired me to say, well, let me have my event for the community because Juneteenth is something that I have been celebrating since I was a kid, and for as long as I can remember. It's a annual festival that gets celebrated in Milwaukee County since I can remember. So it was always normal and natural to me to celebrate that event. And once I seen that they did their event with the George Floyd killing, they had their event at Washington Park. I went to that and I seen how much support they got from the city. And I said, well, I'm going to make my event for the city. So when I did that, the city was like, well, we also have this organization who is filing for the same type of permits and stuff that you are to have an event. Maybe you guys should collaborate. And that's how it happened. The city put us together.
Oh, that's exciting. So how did you celebrate Juneteenth as a child? Are there some of the same things that you're doing at this event?
Well, the way they do it in Milwaukee is they actually shut down Third Street, MLK, and they shut the street down, I believe, from North Avenue until either Burleigh Street, and they basically turn it into open block party. So it's a lot of vendors out there. It really don't be no carnival rides, but they have like the same thing. So it's kind of like the same concept, except in Milwaukee, it's way bigger.
Okay, gotcha. And so this event, I'm putting up the graphic again, is June 19th. And we're talking about the third annual Juneteenth Freedom Day celebration at Citizen Park here in Manitowoc. And June 19th is the day, right? Like that's the day that historically and annually Juneteenth is celebrated?
Yes, that is the day that the last slaves that were still enslaved in Galveston, Texas, 2.5 years after slavery, were notified by the army that came and basically told them that you guys are free, you guys have been free. And so that day has been stapled, even though it was
Wow,
two and
that's
a half years after slavery ended.
right, right, right. Okay. And so I'm looking just at like a Wikipedia page, and it said it's been celebrated in various parts of the United States since 1865. So you're carrying
Yes,
on a pretty big tradition, which is fantastic.
very big tradition. It's a tradition that has been, like I said, it's been normal for me ever since I can remember. I have always attended Juneteenth celebrations in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Well, I'm really happy to know that you, along with Lakeshores United Visionaries, have collaborated to bring this celebration to Manitowoc. I'm happy to see it, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful celebration. And I see that Jason happens to be my husband. Full disclosure, he said he is excited to celebrate, and I know he said he's already got plans to attend. So we look forward to seeing you
Yeah.
there, Brian.
Yeah, I want everybody to come out. It would be enough food, it'd be enough drinks, it'd be enough entertainment, and it's all free. And also, with it being at Citizens Park, as you can see, if you live in Manitowoc, we are having kind of a heat wave, and I know it's going to be hot those days. In the Citizens Park, it has a mini golf course and a water park that people will be free to go to and attend to as well.
Ah, that's awesome. And so it sounds like, based on that information, this event is a family-friendly event. People can bring their children.
Yeah, yeah. Any age are welcome, and no matter your age range, you will enjoy yourself. You can learn some history about the event. You can try out different vendors, different products that you might have never seen or tried before. Because most of the vendors that I have invited are coming up from Milwaukee. So, and then we also have a 360 photo booth that'll be available. We'll have T-shirts, everything.
Cool. Hey, on Juneteenth, when you celebrate, are there any specific foods or things like that that are particular to the celebration?
I mean, it's really a Southern tradition, but I keep it like as long as we've been celebrating, it's mainly just been like a cookout, like a family cookout. So just be the normal brats, burgers, hot dogs. But I always do something special. Like last year, I did baby back ribs and I did deep fried catfish. So this year, I'll be doing that again.
All right, so deep fried catfish at Citizen Park this Sunday for the Juneteenth celebration. And Jason just said, see you there. Brian, thanks. It's really been a pleasure. A pleasure to meet you virtually. I look forward to the day I meet you in person. Thanks for taking the time to come on Coffee on the Coast and tell us about this event.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the this podcast interview for the promotion. I did a radio interview last week. So yeah, this is way bigger than I ever expected, and I can only imagine and envision it getting much bigger. So I really thank you for your support and helping me get the word out.
My pleasure. Have so much fun. I'm just going to put this up one more time. And you've been watching Coffee on the Coast. We'll see you next time.